Welcome to Meditation Monday. I'm Amy Jensen, and I am a meditation guide, an astrologer, a sound healing practitioner, and someone who firmly believes that your body already knows how to find its way back to calm. I created this space because most people are trying to think their way out of stress, and it doesn't work. 8 months ago, from today, we had a very sudden and intense health crisis in our family. And this is why I created this space, because at that time, a couple things became very clear to me. One was the only thing that matters is love. No matter what, everything else fades away. And number two, we need family, friends, community to help support each other. And then lastly, we need to ground ourselves in a practice of breath. Those components are what got me through, and my family member is doing very well, so he is through as well. And all of us have come through this with this changed knowledge that transformation happens, but it does indeed begin with each of us, and it does get stronger when it's shared. So learning to regulate our own systems, whether it's an intense health crisis that we have absolutely no control over that comes out of the blue, or our everyday rhythms of annoyance and bliss, everything that comes up, and no matter what, they still come up, no matter how well balanced we are and how much we practice. But what is different is we are able to respond to these things when they come up. Now, this isn't about being good at meditation, right? It's about giving your body and your mind a space to land so that you can move through your week with more clarity, more steadiness, and a personal choice. When you practice consistently, things start to change. You react less, you think more clearly, and you feel more like yourself again. You're grounded again in yourself and in your breath. And when you do this in a group, something else happens. It's rather magical. There's a shared rhythm. Your nervous system settles faster, and the calm lasts longer. So wherever you're coming from today, and again, you might have the best day in the world going on, or you might have the worst day in the world going on. But you're in the right place, okay? You don't need to fix anything. There are no rules. You don't need to do this perfectly. All you need to do is arrive, and we'll take it from there. So I'll continue with a few minutes of a little education with meditation from the University of Washington, medicine.org. Meditation develops various regions of the brain. Over time, mindfulness meditation leads to increases in gray matter density in the hippocampus and other frontal regions of the brain. These increases aid learning, cognition, and memory. Mindfulness meditation also causes increases in the anterior insula and cortical thickness, which benefits cognitive functioning, attention, and self-awareness. Meditation calms down your sympathetic nervous system, deactivating the fight, flight, freeze, and fawn responses. And it turns on the parasympathetic nervous system branch. Over time, this can help reduce pain, depression, stress, and anxiety. By simply noticing what comes up for you during meditation and releasing it. It helps you practice for the other parts of your life, internally or externally, giving you this pause, this moment from which you get to decide how you respond rather than react. All right, let's begin the meditation. And please, if you need to shift your position during this meditation, if you need to take a little drink, I'm going to take a small drink before we begin, because this isn't, again, about being perfect. It's not about being a statue. It's about being comfortable, grounded, and flowing in your body. So, coming into your body, closing your eyes or keeping them open, whatever feels best for you today. And coming into a feeling or a sense of being grounded. So if you're seated in a chair, feeling your sit bones evenly on the floor or on the chair. And if you're seated on the floor, feeling the sit bones and the legs on the floor. And if you're in a chair, feeling your feet evenly placed. If you're on the floor, feeling the legs evenly placed. And allowing yourself to just let the spine lengthen with the inhalations. Just a gentle lengthening. Again, we're not forcing anything. Each inhalation, giving just a little more space between each vertebra. Relax the tongue, release the jaw, relax the throat. Invite the shoulders to fall away from the ears with each exhalation. Shoulder blades releasing down the back body. Noticing your breath, rising and falling in the body. Easily, naturally. And just notice, without judging, the breath itself. How it moves in your body. Noticing where it moves in your body. Simply noticing. Noticing the quality of your breath. Again, without judgment. Is the breath long and smooth? Is it short or choppy? Just noticing. Inviting the breath to move a bit more into the lower belly, into a sense of groundedness. And just inviting your breath to rise and fall in the belly. Easily, and gently. And then moving away from the breath and noticing sensations in the body. Any tightness, any gripping. Just moving through the body with your awareness and noticing. And if there are no sensations in the body, just noticing that. And then allow the breath to come back into your awareness. Again, simply noticing the rising and falling of the breath. Just like the waves, rising and receding. And then noticing any emotions which might be present. Noticing if they are attached to any of the sensations in the body. And just approaching this with a curiosity. Just noticing. And then releasing your awareness of emotions and moving back once again to the awareness of your breath. The wave of breath, rising and falling. And then noticing any thoughts that might be present. Noticing how the thoughts arise, and then noticing how they pass. Just like clouds in the sky. And sometimes those thoughts can stick around a bit. A gray, overcast day, or a storm cloud that keeps building. But notice that they too, like the breath, do rise, come into your awareness, and then fall away. So allowing your breath to help move the wave of thoughts. gently, easily, and naturally. Resting back into the waves of the breath. And noticing the waves of the breath are always present, yet always changing. A constant string, one leading into the next. Another moment, and another moment. And when you feel ready, release the chin down toward the chest. And just take a moment to breathe into the back of the neck and the base of the skull. Let the exhalations release anything that might remain there. If you'd like, you may bring your hands together at the heart center and pause here for just another moment. Allowing your attention to come into the heart center and feeling that grounded presence there. And when you feel ready, gently open your eyes, gazing down toward the floor, and allow yourself to become accustomed to the light of the room. And when you feel ready, lifting your gaze, thank you for being here today and giving yourself this time. Before you move on with the rest of your day, notice what feels different. Even something small counts. This is how change builds. If this felt good, invite someone to join you next time. The more people in the space, the stronger the experience will become. We do this every Monday, same time, same place. You're always welcome here. And if you're feeling ready to go deeper, you can explore more ways to work together on my website. See you next week.